getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Horned Frogs offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
An excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down, aggressive start. And the single back takes the handoff. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Planning up to try the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Hurricanes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Close to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Off the play fake on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Mike,
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Arroyo. Touchdown, Miami. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Delivers quickly to the left side. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
1st down here for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incomplete.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Joseph. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Good job up front by this offensive line. And good hard running by this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Ward. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's George. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. No press here. The defense backing away. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Grab down the middle. It's Horton. Tackle made after a big gain. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he takes it around the 20. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Hoover. Lets it go quickly. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half for the national title.
First down. We're going to throw the football. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's no good. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
This time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1 half away from crowning a net.
Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Touchdown for the U. He just sprints into the end zone. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Sanders. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on 3rd down to even get into field goal range. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. We'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Who says he need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to pass. It's Ward. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
That completion makes it second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martinez. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the TCU offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Looking for some space. It's Payne. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And it falls incomplete. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Finds his target. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Can he get there on the ground? The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. The Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
1st and 10 play coming up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Play action fake, looking to throw. The tight end has got it. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Still no answer for this offense. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? With the catch, it's Brown. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got to...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run. Well, moments ago, backed up close to their own end zone. Now threatening with a first and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout, and he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, TCU. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. On first down, it's play action. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's first and goal. And the Horned Frogs line it up with first and goal. To throw, it's Hoover. Pressure is coming. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And he drops back in the gun. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another one.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
Pass interference. Defense. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. Critical mistake by the defense sets up a 1st and 10 now for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Hold it. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. And it's a bunch formation. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the beatdown continues. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front and giving him enough time to throw.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. The DB is backing off from the line now. Makes a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here's the 2nd down play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. That's reeled in. It's Williams.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore making an impact play. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Defensive PI cost him 15 yards and gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And this pass is caught. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And that one is no good. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs.